Okay. All right, so I've got 4 people here. Hello. Okay. Oh man, I forgot to put this. All right, so I've got 4 people here. All right. Hello. Oh no. Oh man, I forgot. Hold on. Oh no. Hold on. Okay, I think I got it. No. I know what I need to do here. I think. I know what I need to do here. All right. All right. How is that? Anybody here? See, I've got 2 people. People left questions on the community tab. So I'm going to answer those questions. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Laura. Hi. I'll be reading on your questions, the questions that were left. It's weird. I've copied them, but it's strange that I can't find the page that has your questions on it. It's I don't know. I must have done something. No, YouTube is, I don't know. There's something weird. Anyway, I've had to copy from my notifications because I couldn't find. Hi. Yep. Sorry about that, you guys. All kinds of weird, bouncy stuff today. I'm sure it's my fault, but anyhow, I'm glad that you're here. Hello, Cartomancy Mesquite. Hi, Beverly S. And I guess that's really about it for right now. I do have a top on. This really makes it look like I'm not. All right. So we'll go ahead. Hi, Ron. And I'll go ahead and start the live with the questions I've got because I've got enough questions. I just hope that, see, I need to open up a page to kind of some software to put it on because I've copied it. So I need my software to open up here so I can put it on there. Here we go. Oops, God, I always do that. No, wrong one. Not that. Sorry, guys, hang on. Office. I hit the wrong one. Now I can just post it here. All right, let's see how that goes. Takes that time to open up. Well, I hope you guys are all doing well. All right. Let me see how I can do with this and try to pin. You know, YouTube just doesn't make it easy. Ever. Of course, everything wants to update. No. There we go. Now I've got questions. We had from D, from Laura, from Beverly, from Moon Initiative, So I've got these were the ones that I can see. Hi, Aries Rainbow Child. Okay. So I'm just going to double check because that has been so weird to have that problem. All right. Let's see. What was I want to go back and make sure that I've gotten all your questions. Just making sure, because I have copied them, and many times people come in late. So I'm just going to do the ones I've got, and then I'm going to bounce off of here and try to record some videos. So let's see. Okay. It's weird. When I go to look at my post in the community tab, it does not show the questions, which is so strange. All right. I guess that's okay. I'm just going to have to use what I managed to capture. Unbelievable. So I'm going to start out with Laura Iverson's question about her father having a message for her. These are the questions I have on hand, okay? Hi, J-Lo. Okay. All right, so Laura, you're going to go first. Thank you for the lovely painting. I'm looking at it right there. All right, let's take a look. Laura wants to see if, I'm sorry, I don't have the question that I can, well, I could do it this way. I'll just copy from here. All right. Okay. Whoa. Like I said, this new mouse is really good, but it's very sensitive. Okay, I think I've got Laura's here. I'm going to copy. All right. Here we go. This might be the way for me to do it. All right. Here we go. So this is Laura Iverson's question. I've just salvaged questions because I could not find what ended up happening to the page that everyone wrote it on. Luckily, I did copy off my notifications. So I've got about 4 of the questions, I think, or more. We'll see. Whatever I was able to get. All right. Yeah, okay. Laura Iverson's father. So I asked Spirit to help me to connect my spiritual mentors. Hello, Melinda. And Laura's to connect to her father, who passed in 2001. Yes, right. And see if he has something he wants to share. I feel like he's got a kind of a quiet presence. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put up a post right now for that. And I can take about probably 4 or 5 more. So let me just do that. It won't take me but a minute. Okay. To the community tab. Oopsie. Ham-handed. For today. All right. Let me just put a picture or something so you can kind of notice. And I'll post this thing again. I don't know why it didn't work this time, but all right. I'm going to put a picture of Father Guido Sarducci because it's kind of the same picture I used for the thing. So, all right, there we go. I'll post that now. I'm going to get the link. So much you get to deal with. All right, here's the link. Okay, and I'm going to pin this. Ooh, so close. All right, now y'all, I have pinned that link that you should be able to use to leave a question. All right, can you see it there? All right, thank you. All right, so back to Laura's dad. He's very patient. Hey, it's nice to hear me, huh? All right. So, hi, Laura Rothburn. If you guys want to, I can take I think about 4 more questions. You're just going to leave them on the, go to the link I have pinned in the chat if you want to. Okay? And if I can get to it, I will. All right. So, Laura's dad. Oh my gosh, you guys. Got a lot of tension in my neck today. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can reach out to him. We get the 2 of Cups. All right. And the Knight of Pentacles. This to me is support for your work. He's very proud. He sees your work. I'm getting, starting to get more now that he watches you paint. Not like all the time, but he checks in on you, is what I get. And he likes to watch you paint for a while sometimes. I don't know if you can sense his presence sometimes when you're painting or not, but he's just very gently there. He's very just a very loving, again, energy. Okay. The 3 of Cups, again, in celebration. And the 3 of Pentacles. I feel like, I don't know if there were 3 of you in the family as like 3 kids. I'm not sure, but I get a sense, Laura, that your dad is super proud. He's giving me a repetition of numbers, so that's also a sign that I'm tracking. Are you here, Laura? I know she said she'd be in and out, but I'm getting 3 and 3, so I feel like we're looking at maybe 3 kids in the family and what they're doing. I just feel like the father is very proud of them all. I don't know if there are 3 daughters or 3 children, but I feel that he's indicating with the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups that there you are, that he's very proud of the work that you're doing and any siblings that you might have. I just feel like there's something more extensive and about what people are doing, connecting with people, and how each one of you connects differently, I suppose. But there's the connection, there is your work. He's very proud. And like I said, I get that he watches well. This to me is you painting again. I feel like he's watching you sometimes as you paint or you're in your creative process. I don't think like he stays terribly, terribly long. He's there, but he doesn't like to be, you know, distract you, is what I get. I get that also with the High Priestess and the King of Pentacles. I don't know if he created art or not, but I just feel that he's very appreciative of what you're doing and creating. He painted too. I knew it. I just had that feeling because it's like he understands. Nobody wants, when if you paint, you don't want somebody standing or feeling like you've got somebody behind you, like or in the same room. At least that's me. So I can relate because it's distracting. It's like, so he's wanting to let you know that he's appreciative of the kind of work you're doing and how you do it. And again, I feel like he's very celebrating of your skills and ability. And I don't know if you have sisters or brother. Again, I just feel like there's more kids, and potentially here that he's also acknowledging. Definitely, at least with you, Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, he sees you're going to become more successful as well. To me, there are collaborations with the three. I feel like that could be art shows, this sort of thing. And I feel like your work getting more in I get the word circulation. Okay. Hi, Teresa. And there's going to be a real change. He's acknowledging a real life, like a change in life with the Fool and Judgment. And he's talking about taking certain risks that and have a good mind for what risks are good and what aren't. This falls under your work, people discovering your work, and people that you would choose to work with. What else is he saying there? I think you know that he's there intuitively with that High Priestess next to him. I don't know, was he interested in sculpture? Or I'm sure he had all kinds of interests, but that just kind of, I don't know why that came out to me. Okay. We also have then, I feel like I said, there's with the Fool, there's judgment though. And there's an awareness now, a greater awareness, where taking a risk is concerned with one's work, taking good risks, starting something new, being willing to go out of your comfort zone a bit with your work. And you have now the sensibility of not going too far, whatever that means. Oh, loved ancient Egypt. Wants you to take care of your health. definitely. Not that it's bad or anything, but he's encouraging to not worry about also fitting in or this kind of thing. Just to do your own thing, be an individual. There's strength in that. It's a hidden strength. And I feel like he's saying, people might want to underestimate you, but, they should not do that. Now he's talking about something about in his life where he took chances here too, and with his health. Now I don't know what this is in regard to. He may not have realized something was as dangerous, quote unquote, as it was at the time. I don't know if he was exposed to something. If you work with paints and chemicals and stuff, that is something that people have to watch. Oh, I'm missing it. The San Jose Rosicrucian Museum was his favorite place. Lots of statues. God, that's so crazy. I mean, I don't know this stuff. How could I? The sculptures, yeah, it just kept coming to me. And it's like, I just, so I thought, I've got to say it. I think he has some reflection. Oh, you toured that museum about 21 years ago. Oh, I bet. I think there was some issue with his health that he's showing me. It's in connection to cups. And he's definitely wanting to say that he's more aware now. He's looking back. But he's so proud. And, he's really not about fitting in. And he's bringing that up and wanting to say, you're better off to make a fool of yourself and be yourself rather than to pretend to be something you're not or something along these lines. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. But he believed and believes in you, whether you know it or not. And he's talking about your skills increasing. Smoking, okay. Yeah, because he was talking about risks that he took with his health. And I thought, well, this could be some drinking, some indulgent kind of behavior. Not necessarily, not fitting in was his thing. Okay, good. Because he's, I'm totally getting this. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm just going to pass this along. That makes total sense. And he's just saying, nowadays people are more careful or more aware of these risks with a choice of how you live. Okay, so he's acknowledging that. What else? Temperance, yes. That, temper extremes and that you have success. You'll have far more success for a longer period. He's saying that it's the right way. Don't go to one extreme or another. Be very cognizant of, your health and your well-being. All things in moderation, he's saying. He's a bit of a joker. So he's saying, And let me just ask him if he's got any parting ones, because to me, he's letting you know that he's watchful. He's extremely proud of your skills and abilities. And he wants you to get your work out there more. I definitely feel that. He's like, kid, get your work out there. Go outside of your comfort zone a little bit. You're not going to fail, type of thing. Let me just ask him if he's got anything more to share. Any kind of parting thing, comment that I can relate that you will understand. He's kind of got this dry wit. Yet you're still his little girl, Princess of Pentacles, and Two of Wands. He sees you having opportunities, I feel like, that he wants you to take up, that you can do it. There's, choices, decisions to move forward, I think, with your creative work. And he's giving me the Hangman and the Three of Cups. He wants you to look at this. Getting your work out there would be so good for you, he's saying. He's really pushing. He's really pushing. He's saying you need to see it from a different perspective. You need to see it from a different perspective, from others' perspective, and celebrate and enjoy your work. Don't feel that you are not as good as somebody else or whatever. He wants you to feel lifted up. Because it shows me here, the Four of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Again, this can be health issues and being a bit disconnected. This can also be the pandemic. And the Four of Swords, having to kind of be more careful with, our choices and what we do. So that's kind of slowing down as far as like, you're not going to be jumping out there doing a lot of art shows, but I think there's going to be alternative ways that you can get your work seen that people are doing in the interim. Yeah, he's talking about the public, you and the public. And he's wanting you to come out of your cave a little bit. Just a little bit. There are people that can help you during this time of where things are not, that you're juggling things, trying to get things made, produced, seen. High Priestess and the Seven of Swords. There's something hidden, he's saying, that's not what it appears to be. What is this about? Could be your intuition letting you know that something's up. What is this with regard to? Wheel of Fortune and Six of Swords, moving in a better direction. I think you kind of know intuitively about, I think this is to me the pandemic, that that it has more up its sleeve, let me just say. And I see once this cycle has finished, I see definitely more travel for you and the Six of Swords, things going in a better direction, less chaotic. So he's wanting to give you that. Don't worry for right now. Just do what you can. find these other, routes in the meantime, because there's people that are important that you will get to know. So I hope that's helpful, Laura. He really felt very present, and he's with you. Just know that sometimes, from time to time, if you feel like there's someone in the room with you when you're painting or whatever, it's probably him, just kind of gently looking in to see what you're doing. But he's very supportive. He doesn't think that you believe in yourself enough. See it from another person's perspective. See it with somebody else's eyes is basically what he's telling you to tell you. All right? And you will move forward after much more successfully after this, pandemic has played itself out. It has a cycle. All right? All right. Let me just get the next one off of my document that I saved. Okay, it's from D, and wanted to know if there's any kind of romantic future for them with Tim. Okay. StreamYard, where'd you go? Yeah, and you know what? I just feel like thank you, Arlene. Thank you. My eyes are so puffy. I can never get rid of this. I've inherited it, I guess. But thank you so much. It's overcast again. Oh, and my nose is running. Sorry, guys. Don't mean to whine, but it's so annoying. So excuse, please. Excuse. Oh. It's just that if I take the antihistamine, I get a little bit kind of funny feeling. Okay, let me show that, right? Okay, this is for D. Oh, yeah, I've got those other decks down there. Okay, I brought some more decks out here. Okay, D. I do have that light on. Okay. Silly thing. I think my foot unmutes it. All right. I've also got the Prism Oracle. I thought I had a couple more there. Oh, well. All right. This is good. It's the Star Tarot, by the way, if you're curious what deck I'm using. All right. I feel like I look like just a strange head here. It's just too weird. All right. So, D. Yeah, if you guys could hit the thumbs up, you guys, that would be really great. I would appreciate it. It helps my stream. I have been so busy. A lot of reading off camera. Okay. Let's just clear the deck. And I like to use this. It's kind of a, house blessing spray with herb infused oil and essential oils. It's by Art of the Root. I like their products. So I'm just going to, clear the space. It smells so good. It's kind of like Florida water. It has that kind of that scent. Yes, I'm going to be making some. I've got like a lot. If I could just, I had to throw my whole day's workout yesterday. I was so mad at my family. So I just thought, right, gonna have to probably go in the other room to make some of them, but that's okay. I can do that. All right. D, about Tim and you. Is there a romantic future between Tim and D ahead? What is she advised? And again, I ask the Holy Spirit and my spiritual mentors to help me read for D. All right, let's see what it has to say about you and Tim. Let me just grab some coffee. Ugh. Oh no. I've got to throw that thing out. I'm telling you, I've got a hot plate that I put my coffee down on, and I think it's going. This is definitely not warm. Okay, Ace of Cups. There may be a new beginning or some sort of a start of a relationship with you guys. You know, if you haven't reached out, I would say go ahead. All right, that's what's covering you. There's a lot of emotion involved as well. You know, this is, and the Holy Spirit is showing up right there. You see the Holy Dove? Yeah, and my chip nail polish, as always. The Knight of Pentacles is crossing. I don't know if this is a child or a young person or a job of some kind. It's a bit of Knight of Pentacles. Could be even school, I almost feel like. That could be a little bit of a challenge. Knight of Pentacles. All right. Based on the Eight of Cups. So this is based on, you know, having moved on, but also like, I don't know, is there abandonment? What is this? And this is like past, where he may have moved or left or something. Crowned by the Two of Pentacles. So it looks like there is some back and forth. There is some communication, I feel like, that's possible. That's crowning you. I feel like that's your energy, his energy. I just feel like he's really busy right now, either work or school. If he's, thank you, IT guy. He is in a connection now. But yeah, the Ace of Cups sounds promising. It just feels to me like he's just kind of occupied. And trying to, I don't know if there's like moving around or trying to adjust things in his life, but it feels like that. But there's no reason that you shouldn't, you know, contact. And in the recent past, there was the 10 of Swords. So something came to an end, a rather, you know, painful one. Feels like a relationship, or maybe, not quite sure. But it may have been like a long-term relationship also. Hi, Sheila. All right, King of Wands. So I don't know if this is him in the near future. The Chariot. This is, again, there's a sense of movement or driving, a distance involved with that Eight of Cups and Chariot. King of Swords in his environment, or in the environment, should I say, and Three of Pentacles, hopes and fears, and the Seven of Cups. This is, I feel like this is kind of a romantic energy, potentially. And that Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles comes in as like he's working, he's doing some sort of work, and that's what kind of has to come first. But I think it's hard for him to have relationships right now. And maybe that's why something went south earlier. But I think there is a possibility, once he has dealt with whatever this, it feels like training or education with regard to working, once that's nailed down, I think he might look at it. So we're given the hanged one. There's a delay, and this delay might make you feel insecure or worried, but it's more because that he is needing to, like I said, get something with regard to his work or career stabilized. And he might be saying, after I get this done, um, let's see about getting together or something along those lines. It feels like he's got there's a lot of opportunities. There's an openness, and there's every bit of an openness for that you guys can have a relationship, but it looks like you just need to not get too worried or wound up and see any kind of a delay as having a certain reason, that there's a good reason for it, and being able to look at it from a different perspective. Okay. Two of Wands and the Ace, I'm sorry, and the King of Pentacles. I think there could be something. There definitely could be something. But in the meantime, there might be other people that you meet too. I think it's trying to say, keep your options open. As much as you may not feel like you want that, I do see you being worried that this wouldn't happen, but I don't think you need to do that. There could be a choice between two men, or a man that's making a choice with, maybe regard to the work this guy is doing. Emperor and the Queen of Swords. I'm thinking like it looks like he just got out of a really heavy situation. And he may not want to jump right back into, a set relationship. So he needs some sort of time, I feel like. That's what it looks like to me. And he's trying to get something else, I think, work-wise, taken care of. I don't know if he has a child. But that crossing with this Knight of Pentacles could either be work, school, child. I'm not quite sure. But that training, this schooling, this detail is a challenge that he's trying to get, I feel like, taken care of. And it's kind of taking precedence over relationships, I feel like, right now. But I think he'd love to hear from you. I think it would be good to get in contact with him, because there could be something that you decide upon down the road here. Security. Yeah. I feel that he has issues with, I feel like maybe an ex. That really leans heavy on him. I feel like there's a child. I could be totally wrong, but it might be work. He's childless. Okay. It could be work, because it is about security. And I felt like all these other cards were work. And I think he's had this job maybe for a while, or he wants to keep it for a while. But he's trying really hard to get security in his life. This could be his boss as well. Emperor. Oh, like a promotion of some kind. I just see him very, very focused in that. I think, yeah, we get the Nine of Wands and the Lovers. It's possible, but I'm going to say that he's going to be feeling like he's been really through the mill with the relationship. You might find that out. I think you should contact him, and I think you would enjoy talking to him. And I think you kind of need to talk to each other. It could be that you would date, but it looks to me like he has some issues that he's trying to work out yet with someone else. There's something old. There's like an old issue. It just feels like he was really put through the mill in a relationship. Yeah, and he's just wanting to get his sense of his own strength back, his own sense of self back, of being the one that's in charge of his life. And I do. I feel like he's been through some sort of a relationship. And so right now he's kind of thrown himself into his work. And there's something, like I said, with work that he's really wanting to get under his belt, so to speak. But also the Magician is communication. And I think once he feels more secure, his security is the big deal here. Then he's going to relax a bit, I think, and open up. But he's someone that is wanting to make sure that he has some kind of security with regard, I think, to his life. Definitely. And he might be in line for some kind of promotion. Definitely call him. Let me just see if he's open to dating or getting to know each other again, shall we say. That doesn't mean like, oh, we're right at the altar or anything like that. Hi, T-Bird. Great name. T-Bird 2191. Let me just get a little bit more about Tim. What does she need to know about a relationship with Tim? Let's just be honest. And I'm going to ask for very clear. Is there a real possibility with this Tim of a romantic relationship in the future between Tim and Dee? All right, let's see what we get. Knight of Wands. There's some fire there, so chemistry. I think so. The Ten of Cups. And again, that Ten of Wands. Again, I think he's gone through a very difficult cycle again with the relationship. And the Princess of Cups. I think that's a new relationship. I think he might be open to that. But just if you find that he has had a difficult time, just kind of ease into it, okay? Ease into it gently. You don't want to scare him because he's got the Ten of Wands. So I think he's kind of feeling a heaviness where relationships are concerned. But, if you can show him that you're there to have fun and, I think he will enjoy that. Princess of Pentacles. I feel like there's easing into a new start. Nine of Pentacles. This is a card of individuality, though, here. And I think he takes his work extremely seriously. He's an independent type. He might be learning to work for himself. That in that case, that would totally make a lot of sense to me. Why he's he wants to be financially independent and be the king of his own world. So I think he would be very, again, I feel like there was something about a heaviness connected to relationships in the past. Maybe he just didn't have that great of an experience and he's kind of gun shy, so to speak. But I do see the possibility. Just ease into it. The Star and the Four of Wands. This is the public. And there is also hope. I feel like you guys could go out and do some things, but I don't know that he's going to be real, like, keen on a relationship that's really serious. I don't get that. I think he's going to need some time. Okay. The Five of Cups and the Hanged One. You just need, again, there's a different perspective that you need to see this from. And there's probably, if you haven't talked to him, I don't know, in a long time, I'm not sure, there could be some things that you're not clear on or that you misunderstood. I'm not sure. But I feel like you're lacking a complete understanding. He's not giving you a clear perspective of where he's coming from. He may not know yet. There is some, yeah, I feel like there is some restraint. There is some restraint from jumping into anything too quick with that Knight of Swords. You'll scare him off with that. Seven of Cups, this is a lot of fantasy and possibility with the Emperor. And the King of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Again, there's something you're missing out on. There's a detail that's important. I think for right now, it looks like to me he would be more likely to look like he wants to not get too serious or to be very, very careful in getting into another relationship, to be honest with you. But I think you should call him. I think you should talk to him. And I think you will better understand where he's coming from. The Knight of Cups then looks like there could be something here where there's an active cycle of perhaps being asked out. There's proposal, activity, and the Ace of Pentacles and the Tower. Something sudden that you don't expect. Could be a change with work or where he works. This is crazy. This is some crazy energy. I feel like there's really significant information how he's living, whatever, that you need to understand where he's coming from and catch up with him. And then see, I think, the universe is saying, there's opportunities that you could try to have a relationship with him. But I feel, and he hasn't responded. I feel like he might be enjoying some freedom. He does not really look like he's wanting to settle down yet. He might need to have some time to himself and get himself, like I said, he seems to be more concerned with his financial career security being established. And he's not taking relationships seriously right now. It does not look like that at all. And I think you could hear from him in the future. down the road. But the universe wants to say, don't, let the sun rise and set on this guy. There might be somebody else out there, because I keep getting another guy that you might be going, well, I see a couple other guys actually. So again, whenever you get the hangman, it's saying, hold on a minute. It's wise for us to hold on a second. Thank you, Catherine. Okay. And Bad Boy Rob, I have pretty much taken the readings that I'm going to do for today, but I'll be back on Sunday. Okay, because right now I think I'll have just enough questions to finish this live around 2 hours, hopefully. Okay. Now we have Beverly S. I'm trying to get this. There we go. Cut and paste. Come on. Copy. All right. Thank you. I wish I could give you a more, thank you, Bad Boy Rob. I'd be happy. I'd love to read for you. Just, I try to take the questions in advance. So make sure that you're subscribed, and every Thursday and Sunday, I do lives. Thursdays at 1, Sundays at 3 p.m. And if you look at my community tab section, usually there's a post that will say, leave your questions here. And that's what you do. And I usually post a day or two before the live so that people get a chance. Okay. So Beverly, let's take a look. You're talking about starting up a spiritual fellowship. My tongue today, tongue-tied, in your area, right? Thank you, Bad Boy Rob. Thank you, guys. Okay. Let's see. So I think that's really good. I get a yes, Beverly. I'm getting there needs to be more of these for people. Where you can create a community. For like-minded folks that are interested, in the esoteric and the spiritualist gifts. I'm getting a big yes. But let's just see what the card's going to say. Okay. So I'm going to ask the Holy Spirit, our spiritual mentors, to help me to read accurately and clearly on these readings. And let's see what the advice is for Beverly in creating a spiritualist fellowship in her area. I get big thumbs ups, Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, by the way. 9 of Cups. Oh, yes, please. With the cherry on top, with the Holy Spirit. Yes. A great big yes. I told you. This would be so nurturing. Look at that. Look at all those cups. And then look down here to the water lilies. They have a little light, and she's got her hands. It's a really beautiful card. So I feel like, yes. And look, you get the High Priestess. So there's that spiritualist fellowship, in my opinion. Yes, yes, yes. And the intuition and someone that can lead the fellowship in what the, whatever it is that they're learning and doing. I feel like, yes, you would be that person. It would be good for you to do this. Extremely good for you and good for other people. It is mutual. It works. I get it. It works both ways. This is very like I get like I just got the vision of a spring of water coming up and just nurturing the area. It's like a spring of water. You're opening up a not just a fellowship, but also portal type energy, because it's a collective group that you would have. Very good. The star. Yes, you're meant to do this. Okay. It will give people hope and help people through difficult times. And we are definitely going through a lot on Earth right now. We chose a very busy cycle to be born in to do this work. Okay. So I see you starting that out. Yes. And it looks like it's going to be really interesting. I feel like there could be, are you thinking of an online component to this? Yes, because there's so many people, that live out in certain areas. And sometimes if you live in an area just where that, you're not going to find that. There needs to be a way for that area, for people within that area to have, little family that is interested. So I see, yes, absolutely. And it doesn't have to, it can start out very simply. And that's probably the best way, actually. So I get the star, and you're being guided. And the Princess of Pentacles, maybe to begin where you're starting to create the outline of what not good with the internet. Okay. But this could just be then kind of just for your community. 6 people to start. That's interesting. I definitely think that you got the great big thumbs up, Beverly, and they're just waiting for you to do it. They're going to guide you and they're going to use your intuition. It's like, honey, don't even worry. Intuitively, you've got the connection. Yes, Ace of Wands. It's the beginning where you start to channel that energy into creating. The Magician. So here you are with communication, especially I know in the spiritualist movement, channeling, the sort of thing is going on. And there is communication, communicating with each other, creating this fellowship. Yes. And I feel like this is meditation. There might be some delays. Again, truly, when we get the Hanged Man, this delay usually is for us to notice a detail that we would have stepped over, may not have noticed. And this might be the delay with putting it online as well. But eventually, I think it will. Might be another lady that will do that for you. Once you get that person joins your group, I feel like there's a woman that will do that for you guys. Kind of, just like emails, whatever. Hi, Miss Kitty. Thank you. It came to me today. I asked the question. Yeah, you're meant to. I told you were being guided. It's like you just kind of will find yourself, why am I doing this over here? Oh, yeah, they've got you on, you're very open and in a good way with them. They can work easily with you is what they're telling me. They're going to guide a lady to you, a Queen of Swords, who I think will handle some of the other aspects that you, like you're saying, you're not good with, or that, that gets delayed. But I really feel strongly something on the internet. I know you're probably like, the Empress. So yes, there's a lot of healing that comes through this group. I think feminine energy mostly. Make sure that people that join in are not too kooky, though. Some of these people may not be entirely honest. Maybe a woman in particular. Just heads up. There's been a lot of loss. This is looking at healing in the community. Yeah. And there is some restraint here. There is some restraint that you do show within this community. And I think it's just to make sure you're going to figure out a way, I think, to kind of suss out problematic people from people that are going to do well in a group versus those who may not be entirely forthcoming about some things. But there's always one in the group. But success, and it'll get worked out. Okay? So yes, you are meant to do that, Beverly. And I see you working on it. You're really guided. And it's something you're meant to do. And you'll get better at. All right? I hope that is helpful. But yes, you are meant to do that. Okay. Moon Intuitive, you're next. And then I will go to the questions that are on the new post. And this is about Governor Sununu. Doggone it. I'm just trying to get without the, all right. So Moon Initiative. And I'm sorry, Intuitive. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Priscilla Zacchaeus. Okay, so this is about Chris Sununu. Governor Chris Sununu of New Hampshire put a abortion ban in with a budget, snuck it in, and they want to know if this is going to be put into effect come January 2022. Now, Governor Sununu's, I checked, and his term is up in 2023. And this bill is supposed to take effect in January 2022. Now, I read on this off camera because I was intrigued by it, because it was very close to what I had done a reading not too long ago on, just in general, about the Republicans that are trying to push these abortion laws, really restrictive, in place. And what they're doing, of course, is they always trot this out when they want our attention elsewhere, or they want to make it look like they're actually doing something when they're desperate. And I get that this is so the case with this. But there's something that is not clear with regard to his health. Now, I know he's just come out and said, I've got bleeding ulcers, but I think there's something else going on with Sununu's health other than just the ulcers. And I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's got cards that were saying there was something more to it. That he's going to do these bans. Yeah, about an hour ago. So I see these bans being fought, though. And I believe one of the things I wanted to get to was that I see it going to the Superior Court, and it will be ruled unconstitutional. So I don't see, it's kind of like he gets it for a little while, but it's yanked back. And that was what I was shown. The Hanged Man, there's going to be some sort of delay with him. And I think he's going to end up being exposed for some scandal, for certain alleged behavior that could end his term a little pre-term limit. And I see that this could actually end up creating greater strength for protecting Roe versus Wade, which I know Nancy Pelosi wants to make it, I forget, there's a certain word for it, but so that they can't keep taking pardon my expression, but the very, very sad and traumatic issue of a woman having to have an abortion and having to be, this is like, you would not be able after 24 weeks of pregnancy to eliminate the pregnancy. You would not be able to do that. Doesn't matter if it's rape or incest, you'd still have to have the child. And the only way is if there is a risk, I think, to the child and quote unquote the mother's health. Well, it's just unconstitutional. You can't have somebody having to be getting screened, having a wand put up there into their uterus and checked. I mean, it's just unnecessary misery, and that it would affect women of color the most. Codified. I think he just kind of got the, it's gone through, but I think it's going to be revoked by the Superior Court or Supreme Court. And I think women will end up helping each other here and coming back for this guy. I think he's going to be exposed as being involved with possible underage people. Again, this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only, but that's what I see. He gets the devil. I wrote it down. My reading. This is what I do. Yeah, where they could not do that anymore. I think that they're going to eventually get that brought in place. But I'm going to take a look. Let's just look and see if it wants to reiterate these issues with his health that I got, and me seeing him actually having to leave office sooner, because there could be issues with health, but also I think there's a couple of women that could step forward and accuse him of some behavior he's actually guilty of. And he's got something more toxic in him than bleeding ulcers, because he's got the devil. There's corruption. This body is also corrupt. And the aspect was kind of like, Satan's calling you home. Time to go. I don't think he's going to pass or anything, but I think he's going to have to face difficulty with health and his career. So let's just see. Sununu and New Hampshire. Will that law go into effect in January of 2022? Ace of Swords. I don't think so. It's going to be scrapped. Three of Pentacles. I think other people get involved. It's not constitutional. I just keep getting that. It's not constitutional. The Star. There is hope. And the Ten of Swords. I think to put this issue to bed. It's going to really get the spotlight. It's going to be fought over. But I think it will be, squelched, ruled unconstitutional. A lot of passion behind this in fighting it. There's a real passion to fight it. And I just get people say no. People say no. No, no, no. 1,000 times no. And it has to do with families, women, planning families. They're not going to be down with this. And women's health. For some kind of silly, nostalgic nonsense with the Ten of Swords. It's like, no, we're not, children, and this is not good for children either. It shows that with the Six of Cups for children and this environment, this kind of law. Let me just got one more line down there. We get the Six of Pentacles. There is help from other women, from other, I feel like Planned Parenthood and groups like this. And this is the King of Wands. This to me is someone that could also come after it as unconstitutional. Yes, it's being a bully towards women. It's invasive, and it denies their sovereignty, our sovereignty over our own bodies. And it will be fought. It will be fought. They're not going to, this is like their desperation round. But I see it being ruled as unconstitutional. However, they are going to bat this back and forth. Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles. There's a change coming. Emperor and the Ten of Cups. To me, it's the President. The Ten of Cups. I feel like we get a lot of people involved here in this fight. To make a change, to bounce the ban. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, that's Sununu. And the Fool. Okay, I will, Miss Kitty. I see you said, just ignore me. I thought you were saying something else. Sununu is going to look a fool. And there's two women that are going to come after him. I already know that there's a couple of women, a couple of Democrats in his state, women that are coming after him. And this shows up. So, yeah, they're going to make him just, they don't even have to make him. He makes himself look incompetent. There's something coming here with him and the risk that he took, the gamble he's taken in doing this. I said a couple of women before also with the scandal, accusations. Eight of Wands, and the Hierophant. I just get that it's going to be ruled unconstitutional. Tower and the Queen of Cups. So to me, this is like, it's just way too invasive of a woman's body. It takes away her right. So you can't do that. He's not going to, I don't think it's going to work out. And it will be fought. It will be fought. And what else did I get with that? He has like some new starts occurring in his own life. And it's kind of like his own issues coming home to roost. People will not stand by for this. It's just not gonna, it's not gonna go. It'll be fought tooth and nail. And there is something that's going to come up about him that's exposed, you know, it's like an explosive scandal. But overall, he's not going to get away with this because it would deny a woman's sovereignty over her own body. So it's, I think it'll be contentious, but it's going to be found unconstitutional. And the other thing I got about the scandal, you know, he had the hermit, okay, crowning him, and he had the devil and what looked like, I said, 2 or 3 women, adult women, coming forward about some kind of corruption that he wasn't, you know, they know about, whatever that is. But when I see the devil and the hero, I mean, the devil and the hermit, and what looks like past issues, things he's done, I get that he is very, very corrupt. So, Mr. Sununu, you are a very corrupt man, according to my cards. And this is all alleged for entertainment purposes only, but yeah. And I just want to look with the cards again to see what else they want to share. Security. And the Lovers. It's a choice. Women have the choice. And women need to be able to make that choice for their own security, their own safety. So it's just not going to fly. All right? Okay. Now, let me find that other page. Here we go. For the questions that we're going to be put there. All right, I found them. Another 4 questions. Here we go. Okay. And I see Laura Rathburn, Ellen R., and Darlin42. Okay, Darlin42, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to start from the bottom up this time, okay? Oh. That'd be really good if I copied what you were asking. And again, not to worry, this is recorded, so you can play this back. Hi, Darlin42. If you get some money, pass it on to me. I'm broke. All right. Will money be coming my way soon? All right. I'm going to give these cards a really good shuffle. Darlin42, or Darlin42, 421. Yeah. Okay. Is there some money coming Darlin's way? So again, I asked the Most High would help me to read accurately and clearly. It's kind of muggy here today, even though it's overcast. Usually I wouldn't dare be in a tank top, but it's kind of muggy. Unusual for this area. Okay. Let's see. Darling, do you have some dinero coming your way? All right, let's take a look. Well, right now it shows that you've been through something very difficult, heartbreak, difficult times, crossed by a King of Pentacles. This man might have some money. Maybe not. Have to see. But he's crossing you. And this could be the money situation, something connected to your present condition. This is waiting. So have you been waiting? Because it looks like you've been waiting already for a while. Hey, Tyler. Oh, I will. Okay. 3 of Cups crowning you. There's something coming. There's this is a sense of relief or joy. This is maybe you may have asked for help recently in the recent past in connection to a man. And I see because there's definitely been some kind of a loss. Very difficult time. So I'm sorry to see that. But there's recognition, and I think there is money. As you can see, these are pentacles and these are 6. There is help. Well, these are wands actually. But I always, when I see this, I always feel like it's good, and it is good. It's a card of being acknowledged, and I feel like it could mean acknowledge that you're owed money, or there's some money coming to you, that there's some help. Princess of Cups is in the environment. 8 of Pentacles. This might be a hope or a fear, but I think there's something about school, something about training or work that you're wanting to increase. And it could be salary for sure, but also skills. And yes, you will get money, but I think it's a little bit into the future yet. I do have the Empress for you. That would be a certain substantial sum coming your way as well. The Empress is abundance. So it looks like you're waiting, in a process of waiting for something. And it may have been through someone's a loss. There is some sort of help in the recent past where helping out. And I just feel that you will get the benefit that you're looking for at the end of the day, but it's not in the near future. It's further into the future. Somebody will recognize you for either what you did or some sort of help you may have given. But I see it coming through. It's not in the near future, but it is at the end of the day, the end of your reading. You get the Empress, 2 of Swords, and the World. Something will be completed. Now, I don't know what this means, but I feel that then you successfully get what you need, or what's meant to come to you. There's some success there, but you've had to wait. The Star and the Wheel of Fortune. And then it looks like there's a change. Then you're able to move forward with something that you've wanted. So yes, it's coming, but there's a little bit more of a wait. It is positive. It's just the only thing that I see, darling, is that it's a bit of a wait. And just tell yourself that if you have some disappointments in between then and now, I do see it coming about, and it does come down, but it's like down the pipeline a little bit. But it does look like you will have abundant. You'll be fine. And I do see that you've been through something really tough. So hats off to you, okay? All right. Okay, let me go and get the next one. Ellen R. And then we have two more. That will be it. I tell you, I have just been like I fall asleep, I get up, and then I get my stuff done, and I can just barely keep up with everything. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. It's like, yeah. So just take a deep breath. And J-Lo is really good with the Lenormand here. So she's also picking up on some interesting stuff. Yes, I found your question, Ellen. So I'll go on to the next question. Here's your question. All right. A friend named Mary passed on Sunday. I'm so sorry, Ellen. May she be blessed and her family. Does she have a message for me or any of our other friends? If you can't do this because she passed so soon, I find I understand. It just, you know what? The one thing I see is that sometimes some people need a little extra time and other people may not. So we can only just take a look and see if we can't get, if there isn't a message there. Let's just see. You know, if she passed unexpectedly, that might be an issue. Sometimes people, you know, are kind of in shock. But I feel that sometimes the spirit that helps them, their guides, will give me information, if even if they're preoccupied with processing things like that. So let's just see. It's a really interesting question to see if there is a message. Your friend, Mary. Mary. I'm going to dial in on Mary. Mary. Does Mary have a message for Ellen and the other friends? Does Mary, Ellen's friend who passed, have any wishes she may wish to share? Any message for her friends, Ellen and others? What does Mary wish to share? And I ask that she be blessed and helped on the other side. Anything she may need help with. Okay, let's take a look at Mary's situation. I'm given the Hierophant. This makes me feel like this is a guide of hers. Excuse me. Of course, I'm going to get all itchy now that her passing was expected. She made plans for it. Okay. Well, here's a guide, I feel like, covering her. The Hierophant. And she gets the Fool crossing her. She's at a rebirth. She's saying she's in the middle of her rebirth. Kind of a rebirthing on the other side. Because you're starting a new cycle there. Okay. So she's acknowledging that. Okay. And here's the loss, I think, that of health, typically grieving, that she's aware of, that people miss her, you know, even though she knew that she was going to pass and everything. It's, you know, she's aware. Okay. And the devil is at the basis. To me, this is just the oppressiveness of a disease. And in the recent past, she's got the Seven of Wands that she fought, I think, as hard as she could. And the Three of Swords. So there's some things that she's going to be working on healing as a result of the illness that she was enduring. It's like there's just a healing of the sadness, the sorrow, the grief that comes with the change of worlds. Okay. Yes, it's showing up as the devil. I mean, you know, the disease can do that. It's just evil. It's evil. Um, so there's something like she's kind of has to release from that. I'm shown, and that she's got support around her. Knight of Pentacles, and she's with her guide. I've got the Hierophant covering her. And yeah, this is kind of like shifting the energy, shifting her energy. There's the environment just needs, they need to, I saw this last night. I was reading about what happens, like, you know, after we pass, and going over that now. That'll be a reading for another day for you guys. But what I got was you kind of have to release some stuff, you know, from your life that you've just lived. And there's an adjustment of energy. So I feel like there's some healing that goes on, that we release some stuff before we can then go to the next step. And that's what I'm getting. She's doing the steps. She's processing. Yeah. And this is the hopes and fears. This is, you know, I think, of course, the fear that, you know, that there is something sudden and devastating. But, you know, she's been through the worst of it, is what she's saying to me. And the Three of Cups, she's going to be celebrating when she comes out of this. So she has to go through a process to kind of catch up to the level of, if you will, vibration of a greater or a higher element, a higher reality. And she has to shed and kind of be finished, release that life, kind of surrender it. And then I feel like you guys are going to start noticing that you sense this person around in a very light manner. The Three of Cups. Because she's letting me know that once she's completed that thing with this disease, she's like, I'm going to be dancing. I'm going to be playing pranks on my friends, and happy, happy, happy. And I think she'll let you guys know. And I don't think she has a terribly lot. I think in the very relatively near future, she will pretty quickly adjust, because she's already done a lot of work and endured in the physical realm. So this Three of Swords is really kind of like not much to have to clear. And then she's like off to the races. Then she's done her death transition and come through. You know, there's no, she's saying there's, you know, with death, you don't resist, just go with the transformation. Something about that. Something is completely transformed. She's completely transformed. And the Seven of Pentacles, there's just it that you have to be patient. She's letting me know that the death process, she's letting us know that death has a process. There are stages. And she's very strong. Been through enough. And I think you guys are intuitively just going to know when she's around. There's going to be something intuitive, that kind of like the hairs on your back of the neck kind of thing, but not in a bad way. Just kind of like, yeah, I think that's her. And I almost think you guys are going to kind of forget about it until you mention it to each other. Yeah. And you kind of compare notes that she's been visiting you guys. So eventually she will visit you guys, a couple of you especially, that were particularly close to her, is what I get. But she's saying that death is a process, that we don't just boing, go right there. There's a lot more to it than we realize. And I think she's done most of the work. So, oh, your mom is an automatic writer. Oh my gosh. Yes, exactly. Exactly. She's well busy. Let's just put it that way. If her guide is coming up and showing me like, she's busy, but I'll take your message. It's kind of like them answering the phone. Excuse me. So I think it also just depends on the person and how old they were. Did they expect to pass? How prepared were they? Did they have time to prepare? Some people don't. So yeah, that's what I've been working on offline about those questions. So Priscilla says, my dad came, yes, yes, Ellen, Mary will definitely, she looks a little playful. I think she's going to enjoy you guys kind of forgetting about it. And then her ability, once it's switched on, to kind of check out her new, her new life and abilities. That's the little catch. So she prepared for her passing, but she didn't believe in the afterlife. Well, I guess she's going to have to. That explains why I see her having to come to realization of some things. So, and just maybe releasing that disbelief and surrendering and like allowing whatever it is to be whatever it is. That's really interesting. And I will do a reading on that, you guys. I have like, yeah, a lot. So I hope that's helpful. Laura Rathbun. Don't have my glasses on, so. And then I will read for Alex Fagan Silva. And that will be the last question. Oopsie. I always do that. But you will hear from her. And I think maybe it'll be more funny because she didn't believe than what she'll end up doing. There's just going to be little signs that is her, uniquely her. She had cats, had to place her cats with others to make sure they were taken care of. I'm sure. Oh, yes. Yes, I see. Yes. And I see she definitely will. It's just like, I've got to do this stuff first, before I can learn the other stuff. And her energy has got to be changed. Our energy gets changed, which makes sense to me. Okay, so let's take a look. Laura Rathburn, why am I starting to laugh and say things like my grandmother used to? Is she influencing me? Is it old age? I keep catching myself sounding like her. You know what? That part of it can be our family imprint that you like. That is typical. My mom sounds like her mother. I sound more like my mom. So I think you will notice things like that as you get older with family. Like, oh my God, I sound just like Uncle so and so, or my auntie, or my grandma. You're welcome, Ellen. And I think part of it is like kind of our DNA, our kind of our imprint, our family tendencies. But I'll take a look and I'll see if your grandma, what she has to say about this. I'm getting, she's laughing. She thinks this is funny. She goes, now you know what it's like. Same. I know in our own family, we go, oh my God, when like with my kids, like so-and-so sounds just like their uncle. So let's have a look. Okay, Laura, we're going to look at what does grandma want to share with you. Laura Rathbun, her grandma, is she hanging around? Is she influencing what's coming out of her mouth, Ellen's mouth? Sorry. Ellen's mouth. Oh, I just got like a kind of a sensation tingle. Normally I wouldn't share that but I'm trying to be honest about what I feel and get. So I'm willing to make myself look silly. That's quite fine. Just kind of sharing what I get so other people might say, yeah, I get that too. All right, let's see what your grandma has to say. The world. Yeah, this is like, to me, this is your genes. This is what's around you. It's not even just genetic, but it's also on all levels, you are influenced. And the 8 of Wands, she's just making me laugh. She's like saying, yeah, what's wrong with being like me? So, I'm sorry, she's giving me a case of the giggles. The 8 of Wands, she's like, this is how you will succeed in life. Be more like me. Like now you're starting to get wise. There's all kinds of stuff she's throwing out there. She's really funny. Rest assured, though, you're still your own individual. You've got your own ways about you. But you can't deny as well that it's part of your own inner makeup. It is. It's part of what you've heard growing up and seen, and it's familiar, and it's hard not to emulate it and feel that way yourself. And it makes sense, though, because your family, there's a connection. I think you're just becoming aware of it. That's all. It's always been there is what I get. The Lovers. She's saying you can have a choice. But you're getting older and more mature. Yeah, see, stronger, strength. And it's like the more you experience things, you're likely to, what I just got was you're likely to reach for their words that they used about certain things to describe. I do that too. And it's like, I sound like I come from Missouri, like a real Midwesterner. That's a very Midwest or Nebraska even type of thing to say. Like my dad's certain sayings were very from that area. And so like my husband will look at me, he's from England, and he'll just be like, what does that even mean? And, you know, Empress. Yeah, she's around. The matriarch. And she's strong. She's got really strong energy. Huh? Yeah, she's around you. And the star. She says she wants you to succeed in life, to have her wisdom. And she's watching over you with the star. She's your little voice inside as well. I got that with when I looked at this two of swords, this inner voice in your head. I think she's like telepathy as well. She might actually send you some thoughts and you go like, what? I'm sorry. I just think it's really funny. Okay. So yeah, she is around you. But she's saying that, you're coming up with it. Don't worry. You're still an individual. It's just showing up like a family imprint, which is interesting, like I said, and to get that, which is kind of what I thought that is in that when we have that happen, all of us tend to have that happen. But she's hanging around you. She doesn't understand why you think that's a problem. Okay. All right. So I hope that was helpful, Laura. And Alex Fagan Silva, you're next. And you're wanting to know if you will ever read cards professionally. Okay, let's put it up. Blessings all. After this question, I will close out the live. And we'll be right at about 2 hours perfectly. Okay. Okay, so you want to know, Alex, if you're here, if you will ever read the cards professionally. All right, let me shift gears and dial into Alex Fagan Silva. Then I'm going to have some lunch. Ooh, I'm hungry. Reading makes me hungry sometimes, you guys. Okay. I can't believe we're at the end of the week already. Time goes by so fast. Alex Fagan Silva. Will they read the tarot cards professionally in the future? Alex Fagan Silva. Will they read the tarot cards in the future? Okay. See what we get for you. We get the Eight of Cups. I don't know if this is something that you had kind of abandoned and come back to. You just get the 8. Wow. Okay, you got the 8 of Cups, and then you get the 8 in the major arcana, which is strength. So I believe that you will, but there may be like brushing back up with this ability, brushing up your skills, maybe even, because it looks like you set it down. You had to deal with some life stuff, and now you're back. 7 of Cups. This is saying there's a lot of different potentials that you could use the cards to read in. You can read professionally for sure, but like in what way? Do you want to like do this, get your own channel and read professionally that way, or because it's just all about what you choose to do with it? There's a lot of different ways that you could read professionally. And I get yes, that you will in the future. I think that as you become more clear, I feel that you will see opportunities come up for the work that you're putting into learning the tarot and to being able to read professionally. I'd still want to throw down some extra lines here because this is just the last question for the session. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. There's a real change, been a real change in your life, like a rebirth. And I don't know if there was difficulty in dealing with the mail, but I feel that you will succeed. Oopsies. The Chariot. And really move in the direction of a more focused direction with the cards. There may be a male that is going to be really influential this way. Could be working with him, for him. The World. Yeah, I do. I think you will end up doing that at the end result. There's a lot of adventure, so to speak, a lot of adventures to learn yet, and learning with the cards. I think that you have pretty strong skills from what I'm being shown. There's just a need to reconnect with it. And I think you connect pretty quickly. Thank you, Priscilla. See you later. And the Three of Pentacles. This is with other people, collaboration. So yeah, I think you could end up doing collaborations with other people. It just depends on your choice. I feel like you can, yes. And you will be helping people, especially people that have lost loved ones, or where there is loss, health, when people are in a tough patch. And I feel like they will be coming to you quickly. There's quickly. There's a lot of competition also. So I see, you will make your own way. There's a lot of competition with regard to other readers. But I see you don't need to worry, because other people might be jealous of you or whatever. But I'm being shown that you have a real strength and ability that you will enhance. And share with other people. Helps them to get more perspective. Yeah, Judgment. And the Ace of Cups. So, yes. You are called. It's a calling. It's a calling. And there's the Ace of Cups. You're very happy doing it too. So I hope that makes some sense, and I hope that you are able to get something out of that. Yes, you also got the Sun, huh? Success. I think you're meant to do it. I'm shown that it's your calling, and just keep learning, and feel free to join in, if you have cards like JLo does to throw down and mention in the comments. I think that's really nice. So, Alex, you are meant to do that. I see it further into the future. And good on you. All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming and joining my live. It was enjoyable to do. I really am having fun. I'll be working on a couple of videos for you. I want to do, I'm getting strongly Lane Staley. So he's going to be one of the first readings that I do after the live. And there's a woman's case I want to look at. So anyway, thank you guys. And I will send you out with some Reiki. And all you have to do is to receive and just allow yourself to have the universal energy come through and kind of fill up your gas tank, so to speak, kind of give you the extra chi that you need. And just relax and breathe. You guys, it's really going to be okay. You know? All right. Bye, guys. I'll see you in the next live, in the next video. So I love you guys. Take care. Ron, I might, if you're up and running tomorrow night, I might pop on and help you or just join you in your lives. Okay? So just letting you know, I might be jumping in there. All right, you guys have a great Thursday night.